distinguished senior faculty members and friends, it is my pleasure to contribute to this informative national seminar on FDI. I will talk about impact of International Financial Reporting Standards, that is IFRS, on foreign direct investment, that is FDI. The internationalization of business and finance has brought out a need for a uniform international set of standards. Hence, IFRS is a set of accounting standards developed by International Accounting Standard Board. As we know that cross-border capital flows have been increasing in real value at a pace of 6% a year since last 2 decades, there is a need to reduce the barriers to capital flows in many parts of the world. The direct comparisons across countries and evaluation of foreign companies by domestic investors have become imperative, and hence the adoption of IFRS is stressed upon. But there is a need to answer few questions before countries take a big leap towards IFRS. Is IFRS really suitable for all countries, especially developing countries? What are the political forces behind the standard setting institutions? And are the countries that had a voting power on the formation of these standards are the ones that benefit from this application most? To answer these questions, a cost-benefit analysis of IFRS convergence and investor reaction is used to show difference between expected economic earnings in terms of FDI and cost incurred during and after convergence to IFRS. Among the motivating factors, few are facilitation of cross-border transactions due to unified accounting standards, more transparency and comparability, lower cost of capital, true value of acquisition as there is a comparability aspect available, eliminate the need for multiple reporting as existence of national varieties create inefficiencies, and sets a benchmark in terms of higher quality of accounting standards adopted. Despite the tangible benefits of more comparable reporting, there are also direct and indirect costs to improve corporate reporting. Number 1, shortage of skilled resources. Number 2, huge cost of enhancement of IT systems. Number 3, problems of acceptance of standards by tax authorities. Number 4, use of fair value approach which is not suitable under various accounting situations. Number 5, tremendous volume of changes place strain on existing technical capacity. And lastly, managing market expectations and investors' relationship is tedious. Next, we talk about accounting harmonization and economic performance. The information asymmetries arising from difference in financial reporting influence foreign investments, since they affect the firm's performance to invest abroad. Thus, in long term, the harmonization of accounting standards improve trust, investors' confidence, enhance market liquidity, and reduce cost of capital. The transparency effect of IFRS adoption definitely has a positive effect on FDI. Next, we'll talk of impact of IFRS on FDI in European countries. In 2002, European Union adopted an IAS regulation requiring that all companies prepare their consolidated financial statements in accordance with IFRS from the year 2005 onwards. The accounting harmonization process in Europe is a way to reduce information costs and unfamiliarity between countries. This proves to be an important way of encouraging international trade and FDI. To summarize, there are 3 factors involved, that is enhanced capital market efficiency, second, lowered cost of information processing and auditing to capital market participants, and thirdly, reduced information asymmetries fostering financial transparency and comparability. These all facilitate FDI in European countries. Next, we will consider impact of IFRS on FDI in developing countries. The one important positive effect of IFRS on developing countries is that it judged the actual financial state of companies more accurately, and hence leading to more foreign investment. But the cost of convergence of whole domestic system to IFRS is ambiguous because it includes various transaction costs like disappearance of small and mid-sized companies, price of convergence training, cost of adaptive change in economic regulations, and lastly, political instability leading to misguided economic policies. These all costs of convergence to IFRS create impending effect on FDI, and hence there is hampering of FDI. To conclude, overall there is a positive impact of IFRS on FDI, but only if IFRS is accompanied by effective corporate governance, sound auditing practices, and strict enforcement. Thank you very much for listening to presentation. For further